It was just another day. Kageyama, Hinata, Yamaguchi, and TsukiHina are having lunch on the roof again. Ever since they beat Shiratorizawa Academy, eating in the classroom or cafeteria was impossible. The Fang girls won't let them eat in peace. As they are eating, Hinata hands Kageyama a bunch of love letters and Kageyama is handing Hinata his. The same is going on between TsukiHina and Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi, can you help me study tonight after practice? Yeah, sure. Can you come to my place tonight? Sure. Boke, you'll have to go home alone tonight. That's fine, Bakayama. Sorry, Tsuki, you're gonna have to walk home alone again. Whatever. A couple of weeks later, back on the roof, they were having lunch and exchanging letters when Yamaguchi, can you come over tonight? My sister and parents won't be home. I mean, so we can study. Yamaguchi blushes. Yes, I can, Kageyama. Thought balloon. Oh no, I slipped up. You've been ditching me to study a lot lately, but your grades aren't any better. And we haven't stayed after practice to work on our quick attack either. Yamaguchi rarely walks home with me anymore. Is there something you two have or want to tell us? Yamaguchi and Kageyama turn and look at each other while blushing. Kageyama. Can I tell them? They're our best friends. Kageyama looks at Yamaguchi with a nervous smile and more blush on his cheeks. He then nods a yes. You two have to promise not to tell the team, nor judge us. TsukiHina and Hinata look at each other with confused looks and then turn back to Yamaguchi. Okay? X2 Kags and I have been dating for 3 weeks now. So why didn't you tell us sooner? I'm gay, so why would I judge you? TsukiHina, are you gonna judge them? To each their own. As long as Yama is happy. Thanks, guys. Bakayama, you knew I was gay and you're my best friend, so why didn't you tell me? Well, we just wanted to keep it a secret until we figured it out ourselves. Unlike you, I didn't really know until Yam started helping me study and we got closer. I knew I didn't like any of the girls that had confessed to me. But then again, I never had those kind of feelings for anyone before Yams. What about you, Yams? Well, pretty much the same as Kags. I had never had a romantic feeling towards anybody before. So we both had to figure this all out. We both thought we were straight and just hadn't met the right girl yet. By the way, Boke, how did you figure out you were gay? Well, my middle school friends would always talk about which girl in our class was the hottest and who they would like to date. Since I never found any girls hot, I started thinking about it. When I looked around the room, I found out that I thought some of my male classmates seemed better than the girls. I have never felt romantically towards any of them though. Or anyone really. What about you, Tsuki? I don't know. Haven't thought about it. I don't like being around people and I don't like most people, so yeah. Besides, Yama, you're my only friend and I've never had romantic feelings for you or anybody. Hey. I'm your friend too. No, I only tolerate you. Hinata pouted for the rest of the lunch break. Looking at this, TsukiHina chuckled. Yamaguchi was surprised but didn't really give it any thought. Time skip. Friday after practice. TsukiHina, can you help me study for the test on Monday? No, please, please, please. What will I get out of this besides a headache? A whole strawberry shortcake? A whole strawberry shortcake and no sharing with you. Pouts. Okay, my house. 5 p.m. Don't be late. Okay. I won't be late. Thought balloon. I'll have mom drop me off since I'll have a whole cake. I can't ride my bike. Time skip. After school, Hinata's mom dropped him off before she dropped Natsu off at a friend's since she had work that night. Hinata knocked on TsukiHina's door, holding the cake in his hands and a backpack on his shoulders. A boy who looked similar to TsukiHina but a little older answered the door. Hinata was confused but flashed him a big bright smile. Idaro, short with orange hair and a blinding smile. You must be Hinata. Yeah, that's me. Smiling face with open mouth and cold sweat. K is up in his room. Come on in, I'll show you to his room. Thanks. Not to be rude, but who are you? Chuckled. I'm TsukiHina Akitaro, K's older brother. I'm guessing he doesn't talk about me. He doesn't talk much at all. Except tell me to shut up. That does sound like K. Here is his room. Smiling face with smiling eyes. Hinata entered the room and TsukiHina just scoffed at him. Hinata handed TsukiHina the cake that was plated and not in a box. Did your mom bake this? Hinata smiles and says nope. I did. My mom doesn't bake. Oh great. So I'm helping you for a shitty cake. Face with rolling eyes. Hinata said with an angry face, hey. I'm a good cook and baker. If you don't believe me, go get a knife and eat a piece before we even start. If you don't like it, I'll just walk home. Okay, I will. TsukiHina went downstairs to the kitchen to get a knife while an angry pouty Hinata waited in his room. TsukiHina came back with a knife plate and a very smug look. He just knew that Hinata's cake was going to be terrible. TsukiHina's thoughts thought balloon. He's an airhead. There's no way he can bake. Yeah. He can even do math. How can he bake? This way I won't have to tutor him and I'll have my peaceful weekend. He looked even cuter with that angry pout. Wait, what am I thinking? As TsukiHina was cutting the cake, Hinata's pout and angry look changed to a proud look. Hinata was watching every move that TsukiHina made, especially while he took that first bite of cake. TsukiHina tried to hide the fact that he really liked the cake and how great he thought it was, but Hinata noticed the slight, almost invisible smile and the light gleam in his eyes. I told you I can bake. I'll have you know I'm a great baker and cook. Now, admit that my cake is great. Relieved face with look of triumph. Smirking face. Okay. Your cake is good, but how can you bake and not get math? Baking is all about using math. You use fractions for every recipe. Have you ever doubled a cookie recipe? Yes, but what's that got to do with math? TsukiHina facepalms. Light skin tone facepalm everything. Hinata. When I'm done with this piece of cake, I'll explain. Even though Hinata wasn't there for math, TsukiHina explained how baking and math are related. This helped Hinata understand math much better by putting into terms he understood. The TsukiHina helped him with the subject he actually came for.
Time skip to when they are done. When they were done, it was pretty late. Hinata started packing his stuff up. TsukiHina looked at the clock. You live on the mountainside and are walking, right? Yay. So. Look outside, it's dark. You can't go up the mountain in the dark. So just stay here tonight. Hinata smiles. Really, TsukiHina? Like a sleepover? If you want to call it that. And maybe we can hang out tomorrow. It wasn't so bad helping, and you did bake a whole cake for me. Do you miss having hangouts with Yamaguchi? I've been pretty lonely since Bakuyama and Yamaguchi started dating. If you tell Yamaguchi I'll deny it, but yes, it has been pretty lonely. Maybe we can hang out then. I'll try to tone down my energetic self if you'll hang out with me. I'll hang out and help you study if you keep making me these cakes. At least once in a while, it's a deal. Maybe you can come to my place and I can cook for you. I really like to cook for people. This doesn't mean we are friends, you know. We just hang out. Sure, whatever. I didn't bring any clothes with me. Do you have anything I can use? Doubt I'd have anything to fit, but you could wear one of my hoodies to sleep in. I guess that would be okay. Hinata went to the bathroom to change and came out in TsukiHina's way to big hoodie. It was so long that it reached Hinata's knees. TsukiHina could feel his face heat up. He looks so cute in my hoodie. No, what are you thinking, TsukiHina? You can't like him. Aren't I straight? Besides, it's Hinata, the annoying shrimp. TsukiHina pushed his feelings down as deep as possible. He was deep in denial.
After that night, Tsukishima and Hinata started hanging out all the time since Yamaguchi and KG Mama Vertical Bar, their best friends Vertical Bar, didn't have time for them anymore. This went on for a couple of months, both of them not wanting to admit they had feelings for each other. Tsukishima didn't want to admit it because feelings weren't his thing. Hinata because he didn't want to hurt their friendship. Little did they know things are about to change. Hinata's class was getting a new student. The teacher asked the student to come in and introduce themselves. Hello. I'm Haru H. Agrest and I've just moved back to Japan. I speak Japanese and English. I hope we can be friends. Please take a seat next to Hinata. Hinata. Raise your hand please. Hinata raises his hand. Haru takes a seat next to him. Hinata, please show Haru around the school during lunch. Sure, no problem. I'd be glad to. When lunchtime came, Hinata took Haru to the cafeteria to eat. Since Haru didn't bring his lunch, they both hurried and ate their lunches so that Hinata could show him around. Now, on the rooftop, where's the shrimp Kageyama? We got a new student in our class and the teacher asked the boke to show him around. It's really late in the year to get a new student. Apparently he just moved back to Japan. To be honest, he kinda reminds me of boke. Interested Sunday noises. Sorry, I just had to. I mean, he is a little taller and has black hair, but he seems to have the same goofy smile and bubbly personality. They said the next at the same time. Greater than. I guess they should get along just fine? They should get along just fine. Blushing Kageyama and Yamaguchi. Who knows? Maybe that boke will finally get a boyfriend. The shrimp? Get a boyfriend? I doubt it. Why not? There are guys from other teams that flirt with him all the time. I'm sure if the gay guys here ever figure out he's gay, he'll have one in no time. TSK.
It's been a couple of weeks Hinata isn't eating lunch on the rooftop with the others. And every time Tsukishima asks if he needs to come over to study, Hinata tells him no. Tsukishima is getting very irritated. The only time he sees Hinata is at practice and they don't have time to talk there. It's Friday and when practice was over, Haru was waiting for Hinata. Tsukishima was mad as hell. Hinata, what the hell is he doing here? Did you just call me Hinata and not Shrimpy or Shrimp? Yay, so what? Nothing. It just surprised me. Hinata sees Haru. Oh, that's right, you haven't met yet. Turns to Haru while facing Tsukishima. Tsukishima, this is Haru. Faces Haru while turning to Tsukishima. Haru, this is Tsukishima. Nice to meet you, Tsukishima. Whatever. I didn't ask his name, I asked why he's here. Well, he's spending the weekend at my house. Tsukishima took Hinata by his wrist and dragged him away. Yamaguchi and Kageyama smirked at each other while Haru just stood there for some time with his surprised look on his face. Why is he mad? We never told him you two are cousins. That's right. His name is Haru Hinata Agrest. If you get the reference of Agrest and just a friend, you are a legend. I'm pretty sure Tsukishima is jealous. Hinata told us to tell Tsukishima that he would be busy with showing you around and stuff for a while. He wouldn't admit he likes Hinata, so we just didn't tell him. Since Tsukishima is emotionally constipated, we decided to help Hinata out. Hinata won't confess because he doesn't want to hurt their friendship. I knew Hinata really liked him, but he thought he was straight. So he didn't want to confess and, like you said, hurt their friendship. Hinata was happy just to be around him. If he likes Hinata, why didn't he text or anything these past 2 weeks? Because he's Tsuki, he can't let anyone see his emotions. Well, we saw one just now. That one we always see. It's the others he hides. With Hinata and Tsukishima behind the gym. What the hell, Tsukishima? What are you so mad about? I don't want you to hang out with that guy anymore. Why? Because I like you and it hurts to think you like him. You like me? Like a friend, right? No, you dumbass. Like, I'm in love with you and want you to be my boyfriend, not his. Oh. I love you too. I thought you were straight. Well, I guess not since I'm in love with you. Would you like to be my boyfriend or not? I would love to be your boyfriend. You do know that Haru's name is Haru Hinata Agrest and he is my cousin, right? I know. Huh? But I told Kageyama and Yamaguchi to tell you he's my cousin and I'd be busy showing him around? Those assholes. They never told me. Do you still wanna be my boyfriend? Sighs, yes I do. I mean I have faced my feelings for you, so yes. Will you be my boyfriend? Yes, can I kiss you? You're my boyfriend, you don't need to ask. Smiles, you don't know how long I've wanted this. Tsukishima leans over, wrapping his arms around Hinata and gives him a passionate kiss. When Tsukishima breaks the kiss, Yamaguchi, Kageyama and Haru are standing there clapping. It's about time you confessed, Tsuki. I hate to break up this romantic love fest, but Andy will be mad if we are any more late than we already are. Just one question. Why didn't you bring him to the rooftop to have lunch with us? Really? You hate new people, so I didn't want to bother you. Did he just call me? Realizes what he said and is blushing/embarrassed. I mean, Tsukishima. Sorry, it just slipped. And no, it's okay. Mumbles, it was kinda nice. Anyway, well, now that I know he's your cousin, he can eat with us. Chuckles, cute, okay. Hinata stands on his tiptoes and gives Tsukishima a kiss on the cheek. He then grabs Haru and runs off, heading home. Tsukishima places his hand on his cheek, which Hinata kissed, and smiles. That stupid shrimp. Yamaguchi and Kageyama chuckle as they shake their heads and walk away. This is the end. It took me 3 days to just make the script. It's not mine, but I made changes to make it look like something I worked hard on, which I did, and not just a copy. This is what I'll post for now. I don't know when I can post next, so until then, bye.